about time I got a chance to fight.
Recently, I've been commissioned to make a custom Dragon Ball Z skateboard, so that's what we're gonna do for today's video. Hopefully it turns out well. This is the deck we're gonna be using. Without any further ado, let's get started, shall we? Sometimes things don't go well, and this can of spray paint is one of those things that didn't go well. Yeah. And took the stencil off, and as you can tell, there's a ton of overspray everywhere, and I'm going to show you the exact process on how I get rid of all of that and make it look really, really good. All I'm using is goof off and some Q-tips, and it'll work kind of like magic. It's pretty cool. So what I'm doing here is pouring the goof off onto the Q-tip and just scrubbing away. You do want to be careful with this stuff because it's pretty aggressive and can eat away at the stain color on the board. If this does happen, I learned you can clean the area where all the overspray was and then respray it with clear coat. This next part, I decided to use my projector and trace all the fine lines so I can get the shape of the character correct. Now I could have freehanded this, but I was worried it wouldn't be perfect, so this works out really well in my opinion. Now it's time to do the base colors. I start with paint and brush and then eventually decide to use paint pens, and the reason for this, it just wasn't laying down how I wanted it to, and I had a lot of brush strokes that I didn't care for. If you decide to go this route, I highly recommend laying some kind of light base coat, because if you use light colors on a dark base coat, it's going to take forever to get the color to show through. As for my approach on how I'm doing all the colors, I don't really have one. I'm just using a reference picture to try and copy the colors I do see. I highly recommend playing with your colors on a piece of paper so you can see which colors are darker. For example, I used 3 different shades of purple, and I thought one of them was lighter than the others, but as soon as it dried, it was actually darker than I thought, so the shading isn't how I thought it would be. And moving forwards, I did learn from my mistakes, and I actually tested a few colors to see how they would turn out and how they would blend, and you actually will see that whenever I get to the chest plate. Coloring the chest plate was actually a little bit harder than I thought it would be, and that's because I don't have the correct colors, so I actually had to blend 2 of them together and get close to what I'm looking at on the reference picture. It's still off and it could definitely be much better, but I think I made it work. When it comes to the hair, boy was that difficult. I'm not the best when it comes to hair, so I really try to take my time and get this one as close to the reference picture as possible. I'm still not finished with it, and I need to add some green highlights, but it's not bad. It's not great either, but hey, it works. For the rest of this design, I just do my best to finish all the basic details before I get out the airbrush, which hopefully doesn't ruin this piece, and I'm only saying that because I'm still working on it while actually making this clip and haven't gotten to that point yet, so we'll kind of see how it turns out after we wrap this clip up. This is what it's looking like right now, and I would say that I'm done. I think it looks really, really good, but I want to get the airbrush and do the little Saiyan energy field thing around him, and then we'll be done? Question mark? I really don't know. I hope it looks good. I'm a little worried that it's not going to, but overall, I mean, so far, I think I did a really good job. I'm a little, upset with his face, still kind of derpy because it's really small. And I wish I went bigger on this. I feel like if I did a full deck piece, it would make all of this 100 times easier. But so far, again, I think it looks really good. Well, here's what it looks like. This is the finished result. I think it looks really good. I'm still kind of on the fence about the Saiyan energy, especially right there. I messed it up. I tried to fix it. I couldn't fix it. Ended up making it worse. Had to redo a bunch of it, and this is kind of how it came out. So it still looks good. It's drying. I have this like satin clear on it, and it looks really good with the clear, I'll be honest. But I've got to wait for that to dry before I can touch it. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Should I do another one? Should I do something else? Sorry about my light. It's kind of ruining this whole shot. But I like it. What do you guys think? Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is a commissioned piece, so it's not going to be for sale on my website. But if you want to help support the channel, feel free and reach out via Instagram or email, which are in the description below. And I can make you a custom board and feature it on the channel, as long as I haven't done it before. So the next video, the next deck design that we're going to do is going to be another one-piece design, except it's going to be Usopp, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'll show you a little reference picture if I can put it on the screen. That's the concept of it, and it's going to be another wood burn, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in any one-piece designs. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys like the content. I hope you like the whole design. I think it looks really good in the overall end. Still a little messed up here and there, but I'm still learning how to do all this art stuff, and I think it came out really good. So again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. Stay awesome. Later.